So you want to gain power fast in Call of Dragons, but you don't want to spend any money to do it. Today, I'm bringing you 5 tips that you need to use to gain power quickly inside of Call of Dragons without opening your wallet, without spending a dime. Now, before we get into these tips, I want to let you guys know that I do think there are some purchases inside of the game that are very useful and worthwhile. So if you'd rather be someone that's considered a light spender, spending maybe $5, $10 per month, I would always recommend getting the second builder inside of the game, as well as the monthly pack. The monthly packs give you a ton of value for only a few dollars, and it's really going to help you progress your account, have some gems to spin the wheel, and do a bunch of things more quickly with more resources for a very small amount of money. Again, this would make you considered to be a light spender. But light spender or free to play, you're here to find out the tips on how to gain power fast. Let's get into tip number 1. Now, a lot of time we're going to have heroes that are leveled, but we always have a hero or two that are at level 1. A great way to gain power is to quickly upgrade these heroes to level 10, which can be done very quickly. Let me show you. So what you're going to want to do is attack some high level darklings that you can typically take down with 1 or 2 of your marches. We're going to hit attack, we're going to go on multi-create, and instead of utilizing the commanders that are recommended, I'm going to swap out my secondary commander or hero and swap in the level 1. I'm going to hit fair fight. We're going to go in with these 2 and we're going to march them. They will gain, or that level 1 will gain a lot of experience very quickly just because of the level of darkling that's being attacked. This is going to be a very quick battle, and then we're going to dive in and actually see how many levels of experience were gained by that level 1 hero and why this is so well worth your time. I was actually doing my power upgrades when I was trying to get to 1.5 million power for an event to unlock a new hero inside of the game. And I did every single one of these strategies absolutely for free so that I was able to achieve that goal to get that free legendary commander, and I wanted to share all that with you. This Darkling is about to go down. It's a little bit more difficult for us now because the secondary hero is not leveled, but it's something that we are going to be able to complete, and we will get the levels for it. We're about to see that in just a moment. There we go. Darkling's taken down. We're going to go back to the heroes, and you will notice that we have gained, boom, already we got that hero to level 10 with only utilizing 1 Darkling attack up to level 10. Then what we're going to do is we're going to assign our talents, upgrade those talents. You're going to get power for doing each of these talents. Figure out where you want to upgrade your talent tree, which ones you like the most, and boom, you just got yourself a whole lot more power for a hero that you already had, that you were hanging on to, and that was just sitting at level 1. Tip number 2 is really more for the early game. When you don't have a lot of heroes and you really haven't done the Darkling farming like I just demonstrated, opening up chests can give you brand new heroes that will be at level 1, which will then be able to be farmed up with the demonstration that I just shared with you. So I typically am saving my golden keys for an event, but I'll draw 10 of them just as an example. Now, keep in mind, it's always better value to draw 10 at one time. Guaranteed epic or legendary hero every 10 draws. We're gonna draw 10 right now with you guys just for fun, just to see that maybe I can pull in something good. And no, I didn't pull anything good, but you also do get other things from opening these chests, like right here, 10 tokens, 10 tokens, 10 tokens, which could possibly allow me to upgrade some of those heroes to another level. So here's an example right here. I could add another skill point if I'd like to, and you know what? We're gonna do it. We're gonna get 3,000 more power just from that, from opening up a few chests. Something that people always forget about or don't even yet understand in Call of Dragons are artifacts. Artifacts are what make Call of Dragons so special and unique, because you could really customize your heroes, your marches, and what their little special skills are. Artifacts are things that can be upgraded, and then those upgrades will add power. So let me give you an example. This mask right here. The mask is actually something that's used, even though it's a low level, it's not anything special for these artifacts. It's one that's used a lot. I'm able to upgrade this with additional artifacts, right? So then if I get multiple of these masks, I can upgrade them. On top of that, you can add dust to these as well, which will level it up and allow for you to then get more hero power from doing that. But there's something that you need to know. You could do this with all of them. Obviously, your legendary ones are going to be more valuable most of the time, then your epics, and then the blues and the greens if you want to just mess around or get some more power. But if you don't have a hero connected to the artifact, that power won't be viable. So make sure that you equip it with one of your heroes so that that hero is wearing the artifact. If that is the case, then you're going to get that power. And as you can see, my hero is wearing the artifact. This power is now mine, and it's part of all the power that's registered on my account. One of the biggest things you could do is train troops. Troops are something that are never gonna go bad. You can always use troops, and you always need troops inside of the game. As you can see, I have some swordsmen that are done right there, so we're gonna train more troops. But when you need to get power quickly, it's not a bad idea to speed up troops. So I have some of, what do we have right here? What do we have? Our Vestals, we're going to be speeding up. They have 45 minutes. So I'll just go right here, and I try to use my speed ups in smart fashion. There's 36 seconds left on this. I'll be patient and wait the 30 seconds so I don't waste a minute speed up. 2, 1, they're done. We could collect these troops, and I will instantly go in and train more. Now keep in mind, you can continue to do this as long as you have resources and as long as you have speed ups. And since there is no help button on this, you can jump right in and you can speed them up right again. Now, what I don't do is I don't use regular speed ups for this. I save all of my regular speed ups for buildings. So right here, there's 11 hours. We're gonna use an 8-hour speed up. We're gonna use a 3-hour speed up. We're gonna use a 5-hour training speed up and a 1-minute trading speed up. And we're gonna let the last 15 seconds go. In my opinion, it's not valuable enough for training these troops to use regular speed ups. I wouldn't want to use speed ups that are for other things that I could use for research or that I could use for buildings. I'd rather use just ones that are for troops. And this is a process that you will just continue over and over again until you run out of resources or until you run out of speed ups. Just continuously create more and more troops so you have troops to battle and you gain power at the same time. It's literally a win-win. Now, on the topic of speed ups, it's never a bad idea to speed up your research either. So as you can see right now, we are sitting with only 44 minutes left on this. So I'm going to actually speed this one up. We're going to go with a 30 and we're going to go with a 15 just for the matter of time. Boom, we have more power just from that. And again, this is something that you can use research speed ups on, as long as this is something that you're cool with doing or that you want to do. And again, when there's events in game or when there's a need for you to have power, you will get power in any way that you can. Remember to ask for your alliance helps and wait for those helps to actually come into play. Don't speed things up until all of your helps have been used. And if you don't know how to tell where your helps are, you're going to come down here to the shield, you're going to click on help, and you will see how many helps were actually used. And sometimes this does not refresh. You'll have to go out and then pop back in and see if any more helps have been used. Also, try to make sure that you are continuously upgrading your policies. Now, no, this is not your research tree. This is a separate tree that's reset every season. So it's worth noting here, if I'm going to be doing something like this, if I'm going to be doing that and getting alliance help, I never would recommend to use the enact now and use gems. This is something that is completely reset along with your Dragon Trail every single season, so don't use enact now. This is something that you just want to always make sure is progressing. I wouldn't use gems to progress it more quickly, specifically in this time when you're trying to just get power from quick upgrades. It's just not the best idea, but make sure that something's rolling in there at all times. You're also going to want to speed up buildings, specifically if you have buildings that are low level that can quickly get speed ups and then move to the next level that don't cost too many speed ups. So here's an example of one that I've been sitting on for a while, my Alliance Center. I need to get it up to go to the next City Hall level. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use these right away, get as many speed ups as I can in here. And now again, this is a building. I will use any speed ups that I can on buildings. It's because I do believe that buildings are some of the most important things to speed up inside of the game. especially certain buildings. So here we go. Now, it's also worth noting the power you gain from buildings is not as much as power that you're going to be getting from training troops or even from upgrading your heroes inside of the game. But at some points, you may run out of stuff. You may run out of heroes to upgrade, or you may run out of what you need to speed up your troop training. So you may have to go and speed up some buildings. So here are better examples. If I want to do something quick, I'll go and I'll do my foundry, I'll do the upgrade, I'll get my helps, and when the helps are all completely in, which now I can get 25 or so, then I would use speed ups to complete it, and I will get a small amount more power. But man, those are some good tips. And so you can understand how long this all takes, on a 1 hour live stream, I gained about 300,000 power utilizing the strategies that I just shared with you here today in this video. If you found today's guide useful, enjoyable, or it helped you in any way, consider subscribing to the channel, because I'm putting out videos for Call of Dragons every single day, including live streams and shorts, giving you guidance and enjoyment inside of Call of Dragons. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video.